Let's talk about American exceptionalism, ¿ok? Vamos a hablar del excepcionalismo de América. Vamos a hablar de eso ahora. Let's talk about it. I am an American citizen who want to make this country not exceptional, but exceptionally good to its people. Exceptionally good to us all. But we're not. Check this out, and then we'll take that on the other side. Well, let me frame it first of all, because I'm going to turn this into a little cut afterwards. What we have is Chris Hayes did a piece on how badly the United States does compared to all the other industrialized nations, other wealthy nations. We have been doing a whole lot better, but because we've been infested by those who are reveling in their ignorance, in their willful ignorance. It's not that they're genetically or somehow ignorant, because nobody really is, but because of that, this is what they have allowed to occur. And yes, we blame them for it.
They're just days away from what would have once been considered an unfathomable toll of 900,000 Americans killed by the coronavirus pandemic. Take a look at this chart, which shows deaths among large, wealthy countries since the start of the pandemic, and some small ones as well. The U.S. is now at the top of the chart, overtaking Belgium and the U.K. with the highest COVID death toll relative to our population. Why is our death toll so high? Why is it so much worse here? Well, for one, just look at the vaccination rate of the same 10 countries who top the COVID death chart. You can see the U.S. is considerably behind in the percentage of the population who's fully vaccinated and considerably behind on booster shots. That's not likely to change. According to the latest Morning Consult survey, nearly 20% of those polled are just unwilling to get the vaccine. And vaccination rates aside, our population is already just much less healthy, more at risk than people in comparable rich countries. Researchers of the Commonwealth Fund found that countries like Australia, Germany, and Canada, clustered in the center of this chart, have much better healthcare systems than the U.S., down in the bottom right there. And that's even though the U.S. spends way more on healthcare. Our life expectancy is lower than other rich countries. It has been that way for decades before COVID. The pandemic is exposing the dark parts of American exceptionalism, and we now have the highest death rate in one of the richest countries in the world. What does this say about us? About what kind of country, what kind of we are.
And that is something that we have to take into account, right? One, the reason this is true is one, we have a lousy healthcare system because it's mostly to make money for a few. Numero dos, we have a population that is very unhealthy, again, because we allow our corporations poison our own citizens because money again comes ahead of everything else. And numero tres, we are happy to preach ignorance. We are happy to preach ignorance and much more.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.